How can you make money in the consumer goods business and which golden niches will be relevant in the next couple of years? We will start by discussing everything from penny microgreens to high-margin rubber products, and in the end you will learn about the most unexpected niche that is still open, so watch until the end. Children's goods and educational toys. This is probably the most promising niche on our list, but at the same time, the most extensive in terms of conducting a consumer goods business. Children's goods include clothing and shoes, toys and school supplies, books, school products, and much more. All of these affects determining your target audience and your final product range. Another difference between the children's goods niche and other categories is the high level of competition. Children's products rank high in various ratings like top 10 popular products online, which means there are many people looking to profit from this trend. On the other hand, there will be enough customers and money here for everyone, as children are constantly growing and therefore the consumption cycle never ends. Today, a child may need educational books for the youngest reader, and in just 6 months the entire library should be completely renewed. The same goes for educational toys. While teenagers are technically part of our category, it's better to focus on products for very young children where the profit margin is huge and moms love to try out everything new for their little ones. Of course, there are seasonal demand fluctuations, for example for clothing and shoes, but there are products with a consistently high level of interest, such as toys, baby products, and arts and craft supplies. We recommend focusing on illustrated educational books. It's a golden niche with ever-growing demand, as every new generation strives to provide more for their children. But if you're afraid of having to deal with certification, we'll tell you about some niches that are very easy to enter. Microgreens. It's a very interesting niche within the health food product category. While microgreens are often available in supermarkets, there's a special charm in growing them yourself. Such kits have become a trend in 2023, and we're confident that this trend will continue for several more years because people have only just discovered this product. Consuming fresh vegetables is incredibly beneficial for the body, and the whole world has gone crazy for it. Microgreens made from the sprouts of people's favorite crops, which can be eaten in just a week after planting, have become especially popular. At the same time, they don't lag behind their adult counterparts in taste or nutritional qualities, making their cultivation a viable business idea. In fact, you're selling kits that need to be moistened and pressed, and then they grow on their own, much to the delight of the buyer. The more delicious and exotic the crop, the more sales you can make. It's important to understand that to make solid money, you'll need to sell in fairly large quantities. So we suggest moving on to a niche where you can multiply the purchase price several times over and achieve financial success relatively quickly. Handmade products. Practically the whole world is obsessed with products made by hand, and even better, all kinds of ethnic handmade products. For example, knitted toys, which not only look cute in the interior but also make great gifts for children, regardless of the region where they're sold. By the way, many people build their consumer goods business by reselling local products, such as clay pottery from India, which is handmade, unique, and quite original. They purchase it in the country of origin for next to nothing, even with transportation costs factored in, and resell it in the United States for crazy money as a genuine souvenir with its own story. It's hard to come up with a more profitable niche because many people who make products by hand don't even know how much they could sell them for in another region. So you can become that bridge through which sales will flow without risking anything. When the product is sold on the website, the manufacturer ships it, and you simply collect your commission if the sales are made through a product card. Sports niche. After the quarantine, the sports goods niche has experienced a resurgence and has shown substantial growth for several years in a row. Sports are becoming increasingly popular. Doing sport now is not just another fashionable thing. Now it's more about taking care of your health by developing your body. Many in the consumer goods business have made crazy profits on home workout equipment, such as various dumbbells and weights. But the latest trendy product still showing strong demand is fitness bands. They're selling like hotcakes, and you can even opt for more advanced versions with handles, which make exercising easier. This will make it easier to compete and expand your sales in 2024 because the trend isn't fading. Various sports supplements and nutrition products also fall into this category. Many people order fitness bars by the ton from local factories specializing in sweets. If you buy them by the weight and sell them individually or in small quantities, you can make several times your initial investment. But you can also profit off our little furry friends. Pet products. With each passing year, more and more people become pet owners. This is clearly reflected in the pet supply market. According to official statistics, worldwide, 33% of families have dogs and 23% have cats. Cat owners typically have one pet on average, while dog owners typically have two. Most pet owners spare no expense on pet food and toys. Therefore, pet products are in high demand. With the increasing demand for pet food, both prices and the variety of products have increased significantly. There's currently a boom in various pet supplements and dietary products to ensure pets' growth and health. Studies show that by the end of 2023, sales of pet food and litter will double compared to the previous year. Marketplaces confirm this trend, with many people spending on their pets as much as they do on their own children. When it comes to competition in this market with regards to toys and entertainment, it's much less saturated. This niche is practically unfilled, so it's the perfect time to think about how you can delight our furry and feathery friends. The growth in demand for pet products is observed across all trading platforms. Buyers are primarily interested in food, toys, treats, bowls, scratching posts, and leashes. But don't forget about rodents and rare pets. Here, growth is even steeper. Food sales have nearly doubled in the first half of 2023, and sales of various care products such as cages and entertainment have almost quadrupled. Of course, compared to cats and dogs, the share of customers here will be lower. But no market can cover the demand quickly with such growth. Therefore, in 2024, it's worth taking a closer look at this direction. Gifts. Another niche that is not overly saturated with competition is souvenirs and gifts. Of course, you can give anything from a phone to an underwear elastic as a gift, but here we're talking more about specialized products. After all, many of you have probably looked for something to give your mom, friend, brother, or someone who already has everything. In this niche, you can engage in reselling not just souvenirs but all kinds of comprehensive solutions. You can assemble sets of nostalgic items, crafting kits, or sets for athletes. Choose products that look impressive but are inexpensive to source, ultimately selling a whole box with a significant margin. Your options are only limited by your imagination. You can also focus on related niches. For example, if you notice that men's combs are popular, add them to your set. Combine products, add attractive packaging for a specific occasion, and provide people with a ready-made solution that lets them be original without overcomplicating the gift. Sounds risky? Then take a closer look at the following niches where demand is always guaranteed because it is bulletproof. Cosmetics. The demand for cosmetic products continues to grow, gaining momentum with each passing year. Studies show that in 2022, this growth was particularly high, increasing by 35% compared to the previous year. This can be attributed to several factors. Firstly, the majority of consumers prefer to buy cosmetics online rather than visiting physical stores. This is convenient, saves time, and allows for price comparison and helps people find the most favorable options. Secondly, the development of social media and beauty and makeup blogs has led to increased interest in cosmetic products, further boosting sales. With beauty and makeup products being talked about from all sides, financially able customers are quick to snatch up whatever piques their interest. In 2023, the demand for cosmetics has increased even further, reaching a 42% growth compared to 2022. This indicates that online marketplaces continue to be an attractive platform for purchasing cosmetics. This is due to the convenience of online shopping and the numerous promotions and discounts offered on various marketplaces. If we look at the products within this niche that are promising to introduce to the market, they will include skincare products, hair care products, and perfumed shower gels. Now let's move on to advanced technologies that are just beginning to conquer markets. Smart technology. The only significant progress that has occurred in household goods is smart technology and Internet of Things devices. Classic phones, laptops, and tablets no longer surprise anyone, but the digitization of everyday life is just beginning. According to research, the demand for smart technology in 2022 increased by 30% compared to the previous year. As consumers become more aware of the benefits and availability of such devices, they will become increasingly discerning and selective. Voice assistants have already become an integral part of many people's daily lives, and if this trend grew significantly in 2023, the volumes will only continue to increase. The simplicity of setup and implementation of routine scenarios, which allow adults to feel like real wizards, will drive the purchase of smart sockets, curtains, lights, and more to maximize the realization of all their fantasies. From the perspective of the consumer goods business, there's plenty of room for maneuver here, from sourcing these smart devices from China to inexpensive add-ons such as holders for smart assistants to conveniently attach them to the walls. Clothing. Clothing and accessories will always be at the forefront of the consumer goods business, regardless of competition. If you have a unique product, there will always be a buyer. Thanks to online marketplaces, you can test various directions within this niche. In 2022, many consumers preferred to place orders online rather than visit physical stores. This is due to convenience, a wider selection of clothing, and the ability to compare prices on different platforms. Although some people still prefer to have the product in their hands and choose directly from the shelf, the number of such buyers is decreasing. It's important to note that in 2022, clothing made from eco-friendly materials became particularly popular, and this trend continues. While in the past people mocked Chinese manufacturers for artificial leather and fur, now AAA-level brands themselves have turned to these materials under the flag of ecological sustainability. But who's stopping you from writing a similar call for your product? From the budget segment, you can immediately move to the battle for the hearts of affluent customers. Here are some statistics to give you an idea of the prospects of the consumer goods business in the clothing niche. In May 2023 alone, overall demand increased by 61%, and demand for clothing sold online increased by a whopping 90%. When it comes to specific items, focus on seasonal products such as sunglasses or sets of hats and scarves, which can be purchased at low prices off-season and then sold at a substantial profit. Household chemicals. The demand for household chemicals is growing steadily, just like for clothing or cosmetics, albeit at a slightly slower pace. People are gradually realizing that it's easier to order these products to be delivered to their door rather than carry heavy bottles. This realization has come only recently. Imagine that demand almost quadrupled in 2022 and maintained similar growth rates in 2023. Furthermore, there's a growing preference for environmentally friendly products, which can be an additional advantage and a key factor for success in this sector. People are tired of effective but foul-smelling products. They seek products made from natural ingredients. This creates significant maneuvering space in the consumer goods market. You can resell natural soap, for example, simply by choosing eco-friendly paper packaging, adding a catchy label saying it's handmade and eco-friendly, and that's it. Consumers will snatch up your product on marketplaces in no time. Another trend is various cloths and sponges made from natural materials, such as coconut or thin bamboo weaves. These are cheap to purchase and sell wonderfully. Components and accessories for household appliances and electronics. Selling household appliances and electronics is often too costly, especially at the beginning. It requires a significant initial capital and specialized transportation conditions. However, these are already available to large network players. Therefore, it's unlikely you'll be able to surprise the market with your entry, let alone with price, unless you're willing to operate at a loss. But with small appliances and various accessories, things are much simpler, especially with products from China, where thousands of new items are released every year, with a low purchase price and a stable demand worldwide. Phone cases, headphones, smartwatches, hairdryers, razors, electric toothbrushes. These products are easy to source, straightforward to deliver, and always easy to sell, even if your business doesn't take off. You don't need to go for extremely extravagant products though. Just choose popular Chinese brands and the products will sell. Another area to explore is consumables for household appliances, and this niche is underrepresented. People spend hours searching for them on third-rate websites and classified ads, buying second-hand. We're talking about all sorts of attachments for vacuum cleaners, coffee machine filters, and similar items that we all need. Usually, original consumables cost a fortune, but third-party manufacturers allow customers to save money while giving us the opportunity to make a profit from resale. The belief that most niches in the consumer goods business are already occupied is a big misconception, as customers are simply shifting from offline to online. So dare to venture into this space. If you don't try, you certainly won't make any money. Thank you for watching.